So you're going to find yourself to start off in a comfortable seat. So using your block to help your hips and pelvis be in alignment and your knees lower. You can use the shallow setting, medium setting, or tall setting. But for seated, shallow normally works well. And you can sit in two ways. One, kind of straddle. Block is on either side, or blocks in the center, knees on either side, or cross-legged. Okay, and just find yourself in a comfortable seat to begin. Thank you for coming. This is going to be an intro to yoga class. So there are many forms of yoga. There's pranayama, which is the practice of breathing. There's asana, which is the practice of moving, and hatha yoga. Those postures put together create a vinyasa, which is a sequencing. There is mudra, which is hand symbols, and there is mantra, which is like vibrational chanting, for example. So in this class, you'll have a taste of a little bit of everything. And to begin with, I would like to, we'll go down the line starting with Corona. If you could share what, if you have done yoga before and what you're hoping to get out of today.
I've done yoga, I've taken 2 classes and I just do some YouTube videos, sometimes just watch yoga videos and do it at home. I've really wanted to get into yoga for more mobility and flexibility because I sit a lot. So just hoping to learn more about yoga and get more into the practice today.
I'm Jackson. I've done yoga, I don't know, I've been doing probably 2 or 3 classes before. And I've watched a couple YouTube videos as well. And I want to just have a better understanding of it. I don't know the poses very well. I want to learn more.
Oh, great. This will be helpful for you. Yeah.
I'm Zach. I've never done yoga classes before.
Yay!
I've
That's
done
exciting.
YouTube videos.
Okay.
And yeah, I just want to learn more about yoga, experience it.
Great.
I'm Lacey. I am as beginner as you get, and I've done maybe 1 yoga video. And yeah, I just want a basis of what yoga is.
Thank you all for being here. That's fabulous. That you're all new. How fun. So I hope you really get something out of it. A lot of the poses today will be poses that are practiced in nearly every yoga class you'll go to. And so we'll go through like the basic form and foundation to safely go in and out of the postures. So begin in your comfortable seat. And if you feel comfortable, you close your eyes or find a focal point. And just begin to settle into being here, not really worrying about what you're doing or your breath at this point. When you're ready, bring one hand to your low belly and one hand to your upper chest at the base of your neck. Continuing breathing, we're going to bring our awareness to our low belly as we inhale. Low belly is going to expand. And we're going to create a noisy exhale. So keeping your lips closed, you're going to tone the back of your throat, and it's going to create an oceanic whispering breath. So again, in your low belly, take a long inhalation. Tone the back of your throat and create that whispering oceanic exhalation. Nice. One more time. Low belly expands. Long, noisy exhalation. You'll hear your neighbor. Inhaling this time to mid-belly. Ribs expand. Long exhalation. Again, inhaling to mid-belly. Long, noisy exhalation. Inhale, ribs expand. Noisy exhalation. A noisy breath can help anchor a noisy mind, so keep your breath audible. Long This time upper chest expands. Inhale, chest rises. Noisy exhalation. Just like that. Inhaling, chest expands. Exhaling, toning the back of your throat, creating the whispering sound. Inhaling. Noisy exhalation. Tying the three parts together, low belly expands, mid belly expands, upper chest expands. Long exhalation, upper chest, mid belly, low belly. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhaling, upper chest, mid belly, low belly. Inhaling, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhaling. Bring our awareness to our backs, inhaling your low back. Inhale, mid back. Inhale, shoulder blades and neck. Long, noisy exhalation. Take 2 more rounds here at your own pace. And at the end of your second round, hands come down by your sides, eyes stay shut. Eyes remain closed as we inhale, arms come to sky overhead. Palms meet, exhale, hands through heart center. Beautiful, just like that. 2 more times. Inhaling, arms reach up. Palms meet. Exhaling through heart center in Anjali Mudra. Inhaling, arms to sky. Exhaling, palms meet, hands stay in heart center in Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra is a hand symbol for the heart. It is representing what's on the inside of each and every one of us, and the reminder to bring it to the outside world, and the possibility to bring our inner selves to our mats and into each posture. On the next inhale, arms sweep overhead again. This time we're going to exhale and we're going to twist to the right. Left hand rests on right knee. Right hand comes behind your back as an anchor. Inhaling through center. Exhaling, twisting left, right hand, left knee. Inhaling through center. Exhaling, twisting right. Inhaling through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhaling through center. Exhale, twist right. One last time, inhaling through center. And exhaling, twist left. Inhaling, arms come through center. Reach up high, palms meet. Hands through heart center. And you can flutter your eyes open. And we'll move on. With your own pace, you're going to rock forward to your hands and your knees. Knees are going to be under your hips, and hands are going to be under your under your shoulders. Hands are going to be spread out wide, and pinkies are going to be very close to the edge of your mat. Okay, look down at your knees, see if they're underneath your hips. Toes at this point are tucked. Nice. Okay, continuing to link breath with movement. You're going to start by exhaling and untucking your toes. So inhale here. Exhale, untuck your toes. Nice. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, untuck your toes. Inhaling, tuck your toes. This time when you exhale, your bum is going to go and you're going to rest on your heels. So exhale, untuck your toes, bum comes over heels, forehead goes to mat, into child's pose. Inhale, rise back to tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale, untuck your toes, weight shifts back, child's pose. Inhale to rise to tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale, untuck your toes, hips over heels. Beautiful. Inhale, rise to tabletop, tucking your toes. We're going to move on. Staying in tabletop. This time when you exhale, your chin is going to drop to your chest and you're going to round your spine as though you are an angry cat. So exhaling, chin tucks, lower back rounds. Inhale, heart comes forward, low back, or your back goes into a low back bend. Nice. Exhale, round your spine, look in your organs. Exhale, heart opens, chest expands forward. Just like that. Exhale, around your spine, look into your organs. Cat pose. Inhale, heart opens. Low back bends, cow pose. Exhale this time and untuck your toes. Hips on heels, forehead to mat, child's pose. Nice. Inhale, rise to tabletop. Toes tuck. Exhale, spine rounds. Cat. Inhale, heart opens, low back bend. And exhale, sitting back on your heels. Shoelaces on mat, forehead to mat. One more round just like that. Inhale to tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale, spine rounds. Look into your organs. Inhaling, heart expands forward, low back bend. Exhale, untuck your toes and rest back onto child's pose. So in child's pose, your knees can be either together or toes can be together and knees can be mat width apart in a bit of a V shape. So just find what's comfortable for you. Child's pose and cat-cow pose that we just did are two restful poses that if you feel like you need a break at any point during this practice, you can help yourself to them. So know that they're accessible to you at any point today. We're going to continue on, inhaling, rise to tabletop, toes tuck. Feet, first your right foot is going to go to the back edge of your mat. Long, left foot is going to go meet it. Hands stay where they are. Wrap your shoulder blades onto your spine. And you are now in plank pose. Knees staying where you are, just drop your knees to your mat. This is a long plank pose. Long tabletop or modified plank pose. So inhale again into plank, knees lift. And exhale to long tabletop. One more just like that. Inhale, plank pose. Shoulder blades wrap onto your spine. Exhale, knees drop. Long tabletop. Inhale, knees lift. This time you're going to shift your weight up and back, and your bum is going to come up and towards your heels for downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank pose. Knees drop, long tabletop. Inhale, knees lift, plank pose. Exhale, hips go up and back to downward facing dog. Shoulder blades wrap onto your spine. Inhale, rock your body forward, long tabletop. Sorry, plank pose. Knees drop to long tabletop. One last. Inhale to plank pose. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slowly bring your knees to the mat. Bum over heels and take a moment in child's pose. On your next inhale, find yourself back into plank. Hips go up and back into downward facing dog. And you're going to walk step by step your feet towards your hands. And you're going to come to the top of your mat standing. Feet are at the mat. Look down at your toes. Ankles, you're going to be pointing forward in the center. Knees are slightly bent. Put one hand on your low back and one hand on your low belly. And make sure you can just for a moment exaggerate sticking your butt out and then tuck it in. So pelvis is going to be tucked. Shoulders come up and back and shoulder blades wrap down onto your spine. And chin is slightly lifted. Hands can come down to your side into Tadasana mountain pose. Beautiful. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. You're going to lift your 10 toes to create a beautiful arch in your foot. When you're in Tadasana, you don't actually need any weight on your toes. So your toes can come down slowly, but see if you can keep the arch in your foot. Toes are not bearing weight. Okay, 2 more rounds of breath just like that. Keeping our arches strong. Inhaling, arms to sky. Exhaling. Back of throat tones, oceanic breath. One more just like that. Inhaling, hands through sky. Exhaling, hands through heart center. Okay, moving on. Inhaling, arms to sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Hands come down to your blocks. Have your blocks on the tall setting. Nice. Hands will just be placed on your blocks at the moment. So the blocks are a tool used in yoga and can really help you stay in integrity with each posture in alignment. So if you haven't used them, they're a great resource and we'll use them today and feel them out. Okay, inhale. You're going to inhale halfway and your spine is going to extend long. So as you inhale, your elbows are going to straighten. You can come to the fingertips on your block and your spine becomes straight. Shoulder blades wrap onto your spine. Exhale, forward fold, head bows. Inhale, halfway, spine extends, elbows are long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, spine extends. Exhaling, forward fold. Plant your hands, you're going to step your right foot back to the back edge of your mat. So far back that your front foot creates a 90-degree angle. Bring your blocks back to frame your front foot. Nice, yeah. You go back a little bit more. Great, great. Looks good. Okay. Exhale, step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale halfway, spine extends. Wrap your shoulder blades. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back, so far back that your right knee now comes to the 90-degree angle. Nice. Inhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, spine extends. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Okay, bring your knee, so your front knee's at your 90-degree angle. Looks good. Drop your back knee to your mat. Plant your hands on your front knee. Find stability. And on your inhale, hands come to sky. Exhale, hands onto your block. Step your back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway, spine extends. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Back knee drops to your mat. Find that 90-degree angle first, and then drop it. Nice. Plant your hands on your knees, find stability, and then on your inhale, arms to sky. On your exhalation, hands come to your blocks. Step your back foot forward. Inhale halfway. Wrap your shoulder blades. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back once more. This time it's going to stay, if it feels good, elevated into a lunge. Hands come to your front knee. Find stability and raise your arms into crescent lunge, modified warrior. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, halfway, spine extends. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot goes back. Front knee is at your 90-degree. Find stability. Plant your hands and extend tall. Modified warrior, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Step your back foot forward. And you can take a few breaths here in forward fold. Let your head be heavy. So take one more inhale. Noisy exhalation. Inhale halfway. Spine extends long. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. It's going to be your choice. Knee can be lifted, knee can be bent and on the mat or halfway. Inhale, arms above head. Modified warrior, crescent lunge. Or modified, and then what you're in is called a modified crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, spine extend, shoulders wrap. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot goes back this time. Again, your choice. Set yourself up 90-degree angle with your front knee. Once you find that, find stability. Knee can be lifted or on the ground, your back leg. Root your hands, rise tall. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Okay. And you can take your time and come to standing. Okay, so this is a moment where you guys get to take a little rest. I'm going to demonstrate a posture. So you can get water and have a seat, or just have a seat. And what I'm going to demonstrate is a sequence, and a part of this sequence is, it's called chaturanga. And so part of that chaturanga is the posture that's called cobra pose. And we're going to break it down because I believe there's many possibilities to go into misalignment, and which can eventually lead to potentially damage. So protect yourselves and take the moment to learn how to do it properly. Okay, so what this full series is going to look like, it's called a sun salutation, but it's going to link what we just did together with actually all the postures that you've done this morning. So it starts with inhaling, forward fold, inhale halfway, spine extends, exhale, stepping back into a lunge, inhaling, exhaling, hands come down, just like we did at the beginning this time. Your front foot is going back now to find plank. So this is the chaturanga series. Your knees are going to come down. Inhaling. On your next inhale, you're going to go into a cobra. So I'm just going to demonstrate it now and then break it down in a moment. And then you're back where you started, at the top of your mat. So I'm going to talk it through once more and do it, and then we're going to practice it standing first before we come to the mat and do it. Okay, so on the mat, would someone like to demonstrate it? Would someone like to be my model?
Sure.
I think that will be easier because then I can engage your muscles. And will you come here for it? And talk them through it. You're going to lie face down. So you did your plank. You came down. Okay. I'm going to have you do your plank again, actually. We'll take it a step further. So she did her plank. She can either come down with her knees lifted, or if you're new and you want to continue to practice stability, you're going to bring your knees down first. Then your chest is going to come down, and your belly is the last thing that's going to touch. Nice. From here, she's going to untuck her toes. You're going to push weight into the floor with your toes. That's going to lift her knees. She's then going to press her knees onto the floor. You press your knees onto the floor. Nice. Tuck your pelvis. Wrap your shoulder blades onto your spine. Over and down. Nice. And then her neck is going to stay long. So Corona, if you look up to the ceiling, for purposes of demonstration, that is a compressed neck, and you want your neck to stay long. Okay, so from here, she's going to lift with her core, and you're going to lift your chest forward. Okay, neck stays long, and you can come back down. Nice. Okay, the weight in your hands isn't going to be lifting you, it's your core is going to be lifting you. Okay, so you can have your hands there, and they're more pushing back than lifting you up. Okay, so place your hands again where they were, lifting with your core. Chest comes forward. So when I do it, I don't actually get very far because my low back is quite tight. Nice, and exhale, release. Okay, so thank you. Everyone's gonna come standing at the top of their mat. Into mountain pose once more. Okay. So from here, you're going to take your thumb and your index finger, and you're going to place your thumb on your shoulders and your index finger on your ears. Our whole time, this is going to keep our neck long. Your ears want to be in alignment with your shoulders. Okay? Wrap your shoulder blades onto your back. Tuck your pelvis in. Untuck your pelvis. Tuck your pelvis. Untuck your pelvis. Tuck your pelvis. Okay, so your pelvis is tucked. We're going to release our hands for a moment, and you're just going to pretend you're typing on a computer. Okay, these are disintegrated shoulders. It's not so helpful for us in building strength, right? So wrap your shoulders. Much nicer, right? Okay, and typewriter pose. You can stick your butt out even, you can make it even more. Okay, tuck your pelvis. Wrap your shoulders. Okay, now bring your index finger and your thumb. Okay, from here, with your pelvis tucked and your shoulders wrapped, you're going to do a back bend, but your ears are going to stay always in alignment with your shoulders. So I don't go very far personally, but give it a little shot here. How far do you go? And release. We'll do it 2 more times. Engage with your core. Core is leading you. Nice. And release. And one last time. That's a lot of work, isn't it? And release. Okay, now we get to practice it on the mat. So hands come down to your toes, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, spine extends. Exhale, back to forward fold. Jackson, will you step to the top of your mat, feet parallel? Okay, you're gonna inhale halfway, spine extends. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Step your right foot back. Gonna get rid of your blocks. Step your left foot back to meet your back foot in the plank. Okay, shoulder blades are wrapped. From here, you're gonna drop your knees to long tabletop. Pelvis or your stomach's the last thing that's gonna come down to your mat. So chest goes down first, then your stomach. Nice. Release your toes, shoelaces on the floor. Okay, from here, I'm gonna talk you through your engagement. So you're gonna press your feet into your mat. It's gonna lift your knees. Then take your knees and press them into your mat as best you can. Tuck your pelvis. Wrap your shoulder blades onto your back. Keep the neck long. You're gonna be looking on the floor in front of you. And lift to cobra. Whew, it's a lot of work. Okay, release. Exhale. Release your feet. We'll do it again. Toes tuck. Toes untuck. Shoelaces press. Knees press. Pelvis tucks. Shoulder blades are wrapped. Neck is long. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Okay, once more, engage with your lower body. Wrap your shoulders and inhale to cobra. Try and keep your toes pressing into your mat. And release. Whew. Okay, we're gonna reverse how we got out in the way that we got in. So your toes are gonna tuck. Knees, are pressing into your mat. Okay, pelvis comes up first and then your chest. So lift your pelvis, lift your belly off the mat, and then press up into long tabletop, then eventually into plank. Nice. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees come to your mat. Okay. Inhale to plank pose. Okay. Exhale, knees come to your mat. You're in long tabletop. Exhale, chest comes to mat. Stomach is the last thing to arrive. Exhale, untuck your toes. Press into the mat. Knees press. Pelvis tucks. Shoulders wrap. Neck stays long, and your core is lifting you. Core is lifting you. Exhale, come to your mat. To reverse out of this, toes tuck, knees are on your mat. Lift up your belly, then your chest. Long tabletop to plank. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Take your time and walk your feet forward to a forward fold. Okay, time all parts together of all the postures you've done today. Inhale, halfway, spine extends, use your blocks, they're there for you. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back, blocks frame your front foot, front knees 90-degree angle. Knee can stay lifted or risen in the back. Find stability, plant your hands, rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Sorry, don't forward fold. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left foot back. Plank pose, remove your blocks. Knees drop. Stomach comes to mat, then your hips drop down. Chaturanga, feet press, knees press, pelvis tucks, lift to cobra, neck is long. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your toes, lift, belly is off first. Rise to plank, exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, spine extends, shoulders are wrapped. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back into a crescent lunge. After you find that 90 degrees, inhale with strength, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Front foot steps back to plank. Exhale, knees to mat, chest to mat. Chaturanga, toes untuck. Okay, into cobra, knees press, pelvis tucks, shoulders wrap, neck is long, lift, rise to cobra. Exhale, reverse, tuck your toes. Lift your pelvis, lift your chest, rise to plank. Hips go up and back. And walk your feet forward. Nice. Inhale all the way to standing. Hands meet overhead. Palms move through heart center. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, forward fold. Hands come to your block. Inhale, halfway. Spine extends. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Okay, inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale into plank. You're going to step your front foot back. Chaturanga, knees, chest, untuck your toes, press into the floor, rise to cobra. Body stays integrated. Okay, exhale, release, come out of it, toes tucked, rise to plank. Exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. Nice. Walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Lunge pose. Exhale to rise. Exhale, step your front foot back, plank pose. Chaturanga, knees, chest, hips. Engage with the floor. Press, tuck, wrap, and lift. Exhale into plank. Inhale to rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward. And you're going to drop, you're going to come down on your mat into a child's pose, however you'd like. And if child's pose isn't calling, you could do cat-cows, or you could go into downward facing dog. Take a moment to hear. We've done one full sun salutation. And when we go to yoga, we're often always going for different reasons. And it's very easy to compare ourselves to what the person next to us is doing and create stories about them, especially if you don't know them. So this is going to be a moment in today's practice to practice integrity with yourself and what you feel is going to suit you today for your practice. So we have the potential to do one more sun salutation round, or to do two more, or to be completely done. That was enough, you feel great. And you could do cat-cows or remaining child's pose. So with just a wiggle of your hands, those are your three options. I'll say through them again. And when you hear the option that sounds best for you, to stop here, to do one more round, or to do two more rounds, you can just wiggle your fingers. Okay, if you feel complete, if you'd like to do one more round, and if you would like to do two more rounds. Okay. So listening to yourself and what brought you here today, not worrying about what the person next to you chose. You're going to inhale and come to the top of your mat standing in mountain pose. Find your ankles pointing forward, shoulders wrapped, palms open. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, forward fold, hands to your blocks, to your feet. Inhaling, halfway, spine extends. Right, shoulders are wrapped. Exhaling, hands come to your block. You step your right foot back. Front knees 90 degrees. Back knees lifted or tall. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, forward fold onto your mat, plank pose. Chaturanga, knees come down, chest comes down. Toes untuck, press your toes, knees, pelvis tucks, shoulders wrap, neck is long. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Untuck your toes. And lift to plank. Belly comes first. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left, the opposite foot forward.
The foot. Because we go left.
Wait.
Well, your right foot was back to begin with, so your left foot is now back, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Inhale, modified warrior crescent lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet back to plank. Knees come down. Chest comes down. Engage your body for cobra. Inhale and rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, plank pose. Exhale, hips go up and back. Walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, spine extends. Exhale, left foot goes back. Inhale, root your hands, root your feet, rise up. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Press into your mat, engage your body, and rise to cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift to plank. Remembering modified plank is always an option. Hips come up and back, downward dog. Right foot comes forward. Oh, it's the other one, isn't it? Thank you. Find 90 degrees in your front foot. Right, yeah. Okay. Root and rise tall. Whew. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back. Plank pose. Right, with courage, here you go. Knees come down, chest comes down. Engage with your intention, untuck your toes, engage with your strength, and rise to your best ability of right now. Exhale, forward. Tuck your toes, rise to plank. Exhale, hips come up and back. And take a moment here. Okay, that was one round. If one round was what you wanted, you can come down to your knees at this point. Like to do a second, and come up. Great. Rest your heels, rest your bum on your heels, forehead to mat. Take one more long inhale here and long exhale. And from there, you're going to make your way onto your back. Your head is going to be facing me. Okay, because we don't have so much space, just be mindful of your neighbor when you bring your arms wide, palms face up. You can cactus your arms, but you can just bend your elbows if you want. I can stretch them long. Yeah, nice. Okay, you're gonna bend your knees. Feet are going to plant on the edge of your mat. So you're in a wide stance. And you're going to very gently and very intentionally guide your knees to your left into a twist. Try and keep your right shoulder on the mat. Are your arms comfortable like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love your neighbor. Inhale, knees through center. And just like windshield wipers, you're just going to slide to the right. Inhale, knees through center. Keeping your right knee bent, you're going to lift your left leg and place your ankle on your right knee into sort of a figure 4 shape. With your hands, thread around your right thigh, and you can pull it towards you for a deeper stretch. Keep your, keep both feet flexed, and keep your, which by keeping them flexed is helping them be engaged, which is help keeping your knees safe. Exhale, you're going to do the same posture, but with the other leg, so release both. This time right ankle onto left thigh. Thread through your left and behind your left thigh and pull it towards you. Keep your feet flexed to allow stability to come to your knees. After all that dancing we did last night, open your hips. When you feel complete with this posture, legs are going to extend straight towards the back wall, resting on your mat. Hands come down by your sides, palms facing up into dead corpse pose. This is our final posture, Shavasana. slowly begin to bring life back into your fingers and toes, into your neck, perhaps looking side to side. And eventually rolling to one side into a fetal position, kind of curled up. Your neck and head can rest on your arms as a pillow. Thanking your body for the work it's done today. And with a gesture of rebirthing, sitting back upright into a comfortable seat on your block, facing the front of the room. Hands come to heart center in Anjali Mudra. And we'll seal today's practice with the mantra of Om, which is the universal sound with vibrations. And we will say it once. So let out an exhale. We'll inhale together. And I'll leave you with the words of Rudolph Steiner. May wisdom shine through me. May love glow within me. May strength permeate me. That in me may arise a helper of mankind, a server of holy things, selfless and true. Namaste.
Namaste.